So I'm joined by Jaguar in the Beatport Base. Jaguar, welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Jaguar. I am the co-host this year alongside Pete Tong at IMS Ibiza. I'm also a DJ and I host a radio show on BBC Radio 1 called Introducing Dance, all about brand new emerging electronic music. And I also run a record label and community platform called Utopia.
I want to know what IMS means to you personally.
I think it's such an important place for conversations that are actually going to drive forward positive change in the industry. There's people from all over the world doing talks today. We've got people from the queer communities, we've got he, she, they've got their own brave space area. So I think that's also really, really important. It's all about coming together and sharing music, but also sharing stories and experiences.
Have you noticed any shifts that have happened?
The representation is like a lot. It's pretty good. And like there's some really, really amazing talks, like DJ Paulette is doing a book reading, and so is Smoking Joe. DJ Pierre's here. There's some really, really interesting people who are so part of the history of dance music who are kind of getting their flowers, I would say, this year, which is great.
I feel like you've been a big part of that.
Well, I'm very passionate about delving into electronic music's history and actually just letting everyone know like who was there, especially in terms of gender. So, you know, you have your godfathers of house music, right? You have Frankie Knuckles and Larry Levan and the Belleville Three and all those guys. But then like there were women there as well, and there were black women there. I'm actually doing a panel with Smoking Joe and DJ Paulette and Tisha on Friday as 4 black women DJs, part of 2 generations. And we're going to kind of go into that. And I think, I'm really passionate about just letting people know, like the people who are written out of history, that they were there too, you know.
Why is it important for IMS to be in Ibiza?
It's such an incredible place. Obviously, a huge mecca for electronic music since like the 80s. And, you know, you can go to like somewhere like Pikes, which is small and intimate but has loads of history, or you could go to High Ibiza, which is like one of the biggest clubs in the world. Ibiza has such an array of things you can get involved in. Like we're literally in front of a lovely like mountain that you could go trekking up, and there's a big like hippie community here. There's yoga retreats. Like it's not just about like losing yourself in a club. There's so many different sides to it, and I think anyone who hasn't been here, I would really if you do come over here, I would advise you to just check out everything that Ibiza has to offer.
We have mentioned briefly Utopia, which is your label, your community, your night.
Yeah, with Utopia, this is the third year of our Pikes residency, which is crazy because I remember when I got asked to do that, and it was like the biggest thing ever. Like Pikes is such a special place. I love it so much. I went there for the first time in like 2016 and bumped into the late Maxi Jazz from The Faithless, who was just like walking around, and it was crazy. And it just, the pink tennis courts, the just like culture and history like seeping through the walls. It's just so incredible. So yeah, we're bringing Utopia back this year. We've got 4 dates, and the first one is tonight, and it's kind of a mixture of artists from the labels. You've got Flavor D and Paige Eliza, and then kind of friends and family of Utopia, Harry Gay, who runs Queer House Party, Nadine Noor from Pussy Palace, Meg Ward, Kitty Baxter. So with these, I want to curate them in a way that really kind of sums up the ethos and community side of Utopia. I'm really excited for it.
What are the most important issues facing the industry now and moving forward?
I'd love to see just better representation of people from different walks of life, like not just in gender, but sexuality and ethnicity across the board, like behind the scenes, the CEOs in record labels, as well as the artists being put on the lineups. I'd love to see more of that. I'd love to just see more support for new artists, you know, like it's so difficult, and more than ever with cost of living crisis and just generally how it is harder to make money from your art. I think we do need a better infrastructure so that artists get paid, like songwriters, you know, encouraging people to do things like sign up to PRS and PPL. Like a lot of new artists still don't know that they can get paid from like performing their music on festival stages or from radio, and they don't sign up and they miss out. And support as well for like people's mental health, and because it's hard. I work with a lot of artists and I've been through some stuff myself. It's like a very brutal industry, so I think we need some more compassion. Yeah.
And can you sum up IMS in 3 words?
Okay. Forward thinking, inspiring conversation.
Amazing. Well, Jaguar, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, if you lot at home have any questions about IMS, you can drop them in the comment section below and we'll get to them.